You're listening to Decoded, AI for Everyone, where artificial intelligence meets everyday intelligence. Each week we cut through the hype, unpack the tech, and decode the future, one conversation at a time.
We talk a lot about AI doing tasks for us, writing emails, planning calendars, summarizing meetings. But this episode, we're going deeper, because AI isn't just helping us work faster, it's quietly changing how we think. Not in some distant future. Right now, every time you let AI pick the next playlist, write the first draft, or shuffle your priorities. The real question isn't, is AI doing my work? It's, is AI doing my thinking? Let's unpack how cognitive outsourcing is reshaping how we make decisions, and what we can do to stay in control.
First, let's rewind, because we've actually been outsourcing our thinking for decades, without even noticing. It starts small. The calculator replaced mental math. Google Maps replaced spatial memory. Calendar reminders replaced remembering appointments. These are old news. But now, cognitive offloading has leveled up. When I use Otter or Fireflies to transcribe meetings, I'm not just saving time, I'm no longer actively processing that meeting in the same way. When Gmail suggests full sentences, I start letting the AI decide my tone. When Reclaim or Motion re-optimizes my calendar, I'm not the one deciding what work gets priority. Every time we let AI complete these micro decisions, our brains adapt. We build less redundancy, less flexibility, less active recall. Convenient? Absolutely. But every offload rewires our cognitive muscles. But offloading tasks is just the start. The real shift happens when AI starts narrowing your options before you even make a choice. The next layer is even harder to notice because it happens before you make a choice. Spotify's AI DJ curates your mood. Google Calendar predicts when you should shift meetings. Amazon recommends reordering before you run out. These systems aren't just reacting to your decisions, they're shaping which decisions even get presented. The playlist you choose, AI already pre-selected the top 50 it thinks you'll like. The danger isn't bad decisions, it's invisible defaulting. When your options are narrowed before you even see them, you're not choosing between 100 possibilities, you're choosing between the 3 AI served you. That's where true cognitive outsourcing begins, not handing off the decision, but never seeing the full set of possibilities. And then it gets personal, when AI begins nudging not just what you do, but how you feel. AI doesn't just know your preferences, it learns your emotional patterns. Duolingo nudges you to maintain your streak, playing into habit loops. Apple Watch taps you to stand before you even think about fatigue. Financial apps warn you when spending spikes, creating artificial pain to drive savings. These aren't commands, they're nudges, subtle course corrections based on predicted behavior. When done well, they can support healthier choices. When overused, they create dependency loops, outsourcing not just action but awareness. You begin to react to AI prompts rather than initiate your own assessment. Which leads us to the big question, where exactly the line between help and handoff? Here's the uncomfortable truth. We're not always sure when we're in charge anymore. The more helpful AI becomes, the more invisible the handoff. You're still approving decisions, but often after AI has already done the heavy lifting. This is why I believe we need something called decision hygiene, staying consciously involved in our own thinking process, even as AI assists us. Am I still evaluating this choice? Do I understand why AI made this recommendation? Have I accepted a default without considering alternatives? Convenience is not clarity. So how do we stay in control while still using AI to its full potential? Let's build a simple framework. Let me leave you with a simple mental checklist. Call it the AI self-check. Notice, am I still actively choosing, or am I rubber stamping? Review. Do I know why the AI made this recommendation? Retain. Keep some manual tasks on purpose. Build friction where critical thinking matters. This isn't about rejecting AI. It's about partnering with it intentionally. You want AI to support your brain, not replace it. Let's recap and give you one small challenge for the week ahead. This week, reclaim one small task you fully handed to AI and do it yourself. Write an email draft without autocomplete. Reschedule your calendar manually. Summarize your own meeting notes. Notice what happens when you're forced to think again. Because the real value of AI isn't that it thinks for you, it's that it gives you the freedom to focus on the thinking that matters. For more frameworks, prompt guides, and AI platform comparisons, visit promptengineeringcookbook.com. I'm Joel Leslie, and you've been listening to Decoded, AI for Everyone. Next episode, we're stepping into the near future, the rise of decision scale AI, how micro decisions are becoming the next competitive advantage. See you then.